The leaders of the second division of the LV County Championship, Lancashire, had a rare bad day at the office as Northamptonshire, led by makeshift opener Ben Duckett, made an excellent start to the game at the Emirates Old Trafford. Alex Wakely batted after winning the toss, and that turned out to be a very good toss to win, even though Kyle Jarvis had Kyle Kurtzer LBW with his fifth ball of the match. That gave the bowler his 56th championship wicket of the season, but he wasn't to grab another one for the rest of this day. He was hooked for 6 in his second over, albeit off a top edge off the bat of Duckett, who got off to a speedy start at the top of the order. Compact at the crease, he was quickly onto anything at all loose. This was obviously a good pitch to bat on first thing, one which, as ever at this venue, is expected to take spin later during this hottest week of the year. So it was important to get runs on the board before the ball started to turn too much, and that's what Duckett did as he raced to a 50 off the same amount of deliveries. Duckett found some excellent support from his captain Wakely, who was very happy to play second fiddle to his young partner. The occasional boundary kept Wakely's score ticking over though. Duckett meanwhile kept finding the fence for fun. This was fast becoming a superb innings from the 20-year-old, who was sauntering towards what would become just the third 100 of his first-class career. He had 80 runs on the board by lunchtime. And half an hour into the afternoon, he was at 3 figures off 121 balls, perhaps rightly reaching his mark with a gorgeous stroke for 4. He had by now hit 12 of those, along with 2 sixes, his 100 arriving in just the 40th over of the match. It was brilliant stuff from one so young. He'd added 170 runs for the second wicket with Wakely, who'd made 56 of them when he was foxed by James Faulkner, the ball hitting the base of the batsman's off stump. But Duckett was still there and still middling most of his shots. A ducket is a slang term for money in America, and the Northamptonshire opener was cashing in his chips at this stage. He was clearly seeing the ball extremely well, as these shots testify. In the end, his own overconfidence got him as he missed a reverse sweep off Simon Kerrigan to go for 134, just 10 shy of the career best he made in Taunton last year. That was Kerrigan's 250th first-class wicket, and he struck again 2 balls later. Stephen Croft with the casual catch at short leg to get rid of Rob Keogh for 19 at 228 for 4. So it was left to Adam Rossington and Richard Levy to see their side through to tea, which arrived with both men in the 20s, and the total reading 274 for 4. These batsmen forged a partnership which was to nearly match the one of Duckett and Wakely earlier on in the piece. Rossington looked in wonderful touch right from the off. This 6 off Aaron Lilly had the former Middlesex man move ahead of his partner as he reached a 50 off 84 balls, 6 other 4s included in that. Levy is enjoying a good run with the bat since moving down to the middle order, and his form continued here as he worked his magic again against both the old ball and the new one. This was another partnership to reach 3 figures. Levy's half-century came off his 104th delivery. He'd struck 6 4s and had, along with Rossington, ensured that the work of Duckett in particular had not gone to waste. This was to end up as a very good day indeed for the visitors to Manchester. Levy fell for 57, edging Faulkner behind to end the stand with Rossington on 142, while the next one lasted just 1 delivery as Josh Cobb edged the Australian all-rounder to Croft. But Stephen Crook and Rossington then saw out the final half a dozen overs to keep their side in a strong position so early on in this contest. Crook ended the day on 15, while Rossington will go into day 2 needing just 21 more runs for a superb 100. At the close, the total read 388 for 6, and Northamptonshire would have certainly taken that at the start of this day. They will now want to add plenty more before this pitch dries out further in the sunshine as this game develops.